Now to Warri, Delta State, where 4 hotel employees who say they were falsely accused of stealing are seeking justice after being left unemployed for months. Arise correspondent Jemima Boloko speaks exclusively to them about their lives after the dreadful incident.
Stripped naked and humiliated while 3 months pregnant. Gloria Aguze is demanding justice. She is suing the former Minister of Education, Kenneth Gbagi, who was her boss at the Signatures Hotel, for defamation of character.
On the 30th of August, a guest walked into the hotel, Signatures Hotels and Suites, to book a room. So when he came, we gave him the room, the one at 25,000 naira, room 301. But when he wants to make his payment, he asked us that he wants to do a transfer. I told him that it was late in the night he came. I and Mr. Victor was on duty. I told him that we don't accept transfer in the night because there's nobody to confirm the transfer because of fake transaction and all that. So he pleaded with us that we should render our accounts. I wasn't with my ATM card, so I asked Mr. Victor, my colleague, the concierge, to help with his account number, which he did. They transferred the money. They stayed for 4 nights. And at the end of the day, we were tipped. He gave us tip because Victor was the one running errand for the guy. After that, on the 18th of September, I was on my duty post when the chairman of Signatures Hotels and Suites, Mr. Kenneth Gbagi, came to my duty post and called me that I should come to his office. On getting there, he started asking me that what happened so date, that who gave us money and all that, what happened, what transaction happened. I explained exactly everything that happened that same day. He said, for what? Who gave me the rights? That I don't have any right to collect any tip from a guest, that we as a staff, we don't deserve any tips from a guest, that any money given to us from guests supposed to be for the Signatures Hotels account. Before I could see, he just hijacked me with the help of his mobile policeman and one Mrs. Rosalie Ogidiagba. They hijacked me into a warehouse where they kept new bedsheets and other things. With the help of his mobile policeman, they stripped me naked there. I was even pleading that, sir, please, I'm a married woman, please, have mercy on me. I didn't eat your money. It was the money that a guest tipped us. They stripped me naked. They was even looking for a sack bag to put me inside. That is going to render me useless. That at the end of the day, I will not amount to anything in the society. He stripped me naked inside his office, and at the end, they brought me outside to meet one Mr. Victor. He asked me on Durex, he asked me to write a statement that I stole money from him on gunpoint. At the end of the day, they requested for my ATM card with the help of his account officer, Mr. Success. They withdrew the whole money in my account, 161,500. Withdrew the whole money from my account. Then they later brought in the rest of my colleague, Mrs. Precious and Rosalie, took us around the hotel. Even when there are some guests that want to lodge, we are around the reception area. They took us naked around the hotel premises. They took us to the restaurant where other staff, they gathered both senior staff and junior staff together to look at to see our nakedness. Then he called his 10-year-old son, Master Egba, to film us, that they should put it on social media, take a video of us and put it on social media so that they will render us useless in the society. Then after that, he called police station, the one at Gbemre, that they should come and pick us to the police station, that he will make sure that we go to jail. We serve 5 years in prison for stealing his money. We were there pleading, lying on the floor, pleading with him that he should have mercy on us, that we didn't steal his money. It was the money that a guest tipped us. He said never, that he will never allow us to go. He will make sure we suffer. So while we were still naked, the policemen, the police officer, they walked in, met us on our naked states there. That was when he now asked us to put on our uniform, that we should follow him to the police station. They even anchored us, took us outside the hotel premises along the roadside. While Mr. Victor was putting on only pants, they took us inside their van. Then we stayed at the police station at the cell for 3 days. After that, with the help of our lawyers, They bailed us. We were charged to court, and we were on the day of the court. We were charged on the same amount. The same amount he withdrew from our account. That was what he used in accusing us that we stole from me. He withdrew 161,500 from our account. That's the same amount. Is the same I stole from me. Why Mrs. Precious 5,000 naira? He said that's the same 5,000 naira Mrs. Precious stole from him. Ever since, I've just been like that without job and nothing. I've been living from hand to mouth ever since. I was even pregnant when this scenario happened. This is my child. And this is my husband. I was 3 months pregnant then, the day he stripped me naked. I was even pleading. He knew that I'm a pregnant woman. He even said it that me, that is a married woman, that he will make sure he disgrace me in this society. I want justice. That was what I want, justice, because we were dehumanized. He treated us like an animal. All I want is justice.
2 other employees, Precious Achibong and Roslyn Okemute, were also fired and have been unable to find a job. They say life has been a living hell.
So he now ordered me to enter one of his warehouse. On getting there, I saw Achibong naked. He asked me to pull off my clothes. I said, there's no way I'm going to strip off naked. Nako is a police officer. They cracked their gun that if I don't go naked, they are going to kill me. They forcefully removed my clothes, remaining pants. Remove my bra, remove my clothes, remaining pants, and they left us in the warehouse. Right now, I don't have a job. I don't have where I'm staying because the person I was staying with asked me to leave the house because she don't want to endanger her children for my sake. And wherever I go for an interview, they will ridicule me, calling me thief, which I've never, all where I've worked before, I've never stole anything. They can even go there and confirm. I want justice because this man cannot be roaming the street of Nigeria free without giving us justice. This man must pay for all he has done, the atrocity he has committed, because he has tarnished my image. This man make my life miserable. This man there's nowhere, even my compound, I cannot walk freely again. I don't have anything. In fact, if I'm walking, I'm just ashamed of myself. Any place they'll be pointing at me. That girl, she worked with Gbagi, and Gbagi did this to them. I'll just, as if I didn't hear what they were saying. I'm just, as it stands now, I don't just know what to do. I'm just tired in this world. I'm just tired. I feel like dying self. I'm just tired, honestly.
Last year, Kenneth Gbagi accused the 3 of stealing 5,000 naira, and now after 8 months in hiding to avoid an arrest warrant, the gubernatorial aspirant has resurfaced at the State Police Command in Asaba. International body FIDA is seeking for justice for the victims.
All I am doing is in line with the tenets of International Federation of Women Lawyers, which I sit in Delta State as the chairperson. I am only fighting for justice for these 4 persons who were dehumanized. Like I said before now, even an animal, there's an extent to which you treat an animal, let alone human beings. These people are not, they are human beings, so they should be treated with utmost respect. All FIDA is saying in this issue is no to injustice, no to dehumanization of any kind.
A 4th person, Victor Ephraim, alleges he was locked up in the trunk of the minister's car for several hours and later released and taken to the police station in justice underwear.
Chief Kenneth Gbagi ordered me to come. He started questioning me, is this how you steal the whole money from the hotel? I said, sir, I didn't steal any money from the hotel. He now ordered his policemen to undress me that night. This thing happened on the 17th. That night, he ordered the policemen to undress me. He took me to his hometown where the policemen beat me up, locked me in one warehouse like that, throughout the night. I was not putting anything. I was naked. So the next day, he brought me back to the hotel and kept me inside his Range Rover booth from morning to around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, where he brought me out to his office in the hotel. for me to reach there, Gloria is already naked. I met her naked in his office. He said, okay, Victor, see your fellow criminal. I said, sir, I'm not a criminal. He flogged me inside his office. And I said we should, on gunpoint, that we should write that we stole money from him. So we all see it, and he gave us a plain sheet and paper to write. After that, in our naked state, he took us around the hotel, flogged them. You have naked them, leave them to go. He said no, he wants us to spend 5 years in jail. I'm not working. The last chance I miss, I traveled down to my local government, Idatosat in Imo State. They called me for one job opportunity. Okay, the man that conducting the interview now look at my name. He say, are you not the person that have issue in Delta State? I should go back and settle my issue. They didn't have any work for me.
4 victims, beaten, stripped naked, held against their will for collecting tips at a hotel where they worked. But was there any policy in place for not collecting tips? The big question remains, should Kenneth Gbagi face the law or be left alone because he was a former minister? Jemima Boloko, Arise News, Delta